The final deadline for LA City employees to either get vaccinated or be fired is supposed to be this Saturday. But City Hall says it's still not sure just how many jobs could be in jeopardy here. NBC4's I-Team has been following this story for weeks now. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard joins us live with the very latest on the numbers and what's happening. Eric.
Hi, Colleen and Chuck. All over the city in all sorts of departments, our contacts have assured us that as this December 18th deadline approached, the number of city employees who were vaccinated or who've registered for one of these religious or medical exemptions would go way up. And the latest data we've obtained shows vaccinations seem to have leveled off in recent weeks. And it's still unclear what's going to happen to thousands of city workers who are unvaccinated as of today and are awaiting decisions on their exemption requests.
As of this week, nearly 44,000 of the city's 55,000 employees have been vaccinated. That's an increase of more than 2,000 employees since the city last produced detailed data on vaccine compliance in mid-November. Also up, the total number of city employees who've been sent home for refusing to either get the vaccine or comply with the rules for requesting exemptions. That number now stands at 2,712. So overall, the LA Mayor's office tells me about 80% of all city workers are now vaccinated, and that also holds for the LAPD, where thousands have requested exemptions from the vaccine.
So we had 7 new officers, their first dose this last week.
LAPD Chief Moore reported this morning he does not anticipate the overall percentage of vaccinated officers or employees going up.
So we somewhat have topped out at about 80% of the organization, 4 out of 5 being vaccinated.
As of today, only 6 police employees are headed towards termination for refusing to even report their status or request an exemption. At the fire department, 97 firefighters have been sent home for refusing to comply with any aspect of the mandate, and nearly 500 employees said last month they were still unvaccinated. So far, all of the legal challenges to the vaccine mandate have also failed. Just yesterday, a judge in LA Superior Court denied the police officers' union request for a restraining order to block enforcement. A small group of officers lost their case in federal court in Orange County several weeks ago, and earlier this month, the firefighters' union's request for a restraining order was also denied.
It's not clear how many of the 2,700 city workers sent home for refusing to comply with the mandate are still being paid. So far, unvaccinated employees have only had to request an exemption to be considered in compliance. And as best we can tell from our City Hall contacts, those exemption requests have not been evaluated yet. So it could be several more weeks before those workers are either granted that exemption or again facing potential termination for refusing the vaccine. Back to you guys in the studio.